Hello there, very good morning. This is Primetime Breakfast News. We're coming to you live from our News First studios. We start off with a look at this morning's headlines. Stern action to be taken against traders who sell above the controlled price of commodities. The Kandy Asala festival begins today. And the United Nations condemns the Syrian government's crackdown. Minister Johnston Fernando has ordered the Consumer Affairs Authority to strictly carry out the law against any traders who attempt to sell above the controlled price or attempt to conceal stocks of such products. The Cooperative and Internal Trade Ministry said that the law will be strictly enforced against traders who sell chicken, milk powder, rice and gas at a higher price. The minister pointed out that control prices have been enforced to protect the consumer and that the law will strictly be enforced against individuals trading illegally on products with controlled prices in any situation. The Cooperatives and Internal Trade Ministry stated that the controlled price of products are as follows. A kilo of samba rice will be priced at 70 rupees, a kilo of nadu rice at 60 rupees, a bag of cement at rupees 750 and a kilo of chicken will be priced at 350 rupees. Meanwhile, permission should be obtained from the Consumer Affairs Authority to amend the price of milk powder and gas. The first Kumbal Perahara of the Sri Dalada Maligava will parade the streets tonight.
Diyawadana Nilame Pradeep Nilangadala stated that the Perahara, which will commence at the auspicious time of 6:28 p.m. facing the east, will travel along DSA Nanayaka Street, Yatinuvara Street and Rajavidya. Pradeep Nilangadala stated that the first Randoli Perahara will take to the streets on the 9th of this month, whilst the final Randoli Perahara will parade the streets on the 13th. After the water cutting ceremony on the dawn of the following day, the final Perahara will parade the streets, which will bring to a close the Asala festival.
A special security program will be implemented in lieu of the Kandy Asala festival, which commences today. The police media spokesperson, SP Prashant Jayakudi, said that a special traffic program will also be implemented. He further stated that a large number of police officers has been deployed to ensure the protection of the massive crowds that are expected to arrive in Kandy for the Asala festival. The Ministry of External Affairs has taken measures to create awareness among the diplomatic community in Sri Lanka regarding the report compiled by the government on the humanitarian mission. This was at a conference held in Colombo yesterday under the patronage of Minister of External Affairs Professor G.L. Peris.
Director General of Public Relations and Public Communications at the Ministry of External Affairs, Sarat Dissanayake, stated that the conference was attended by foreign ambassadors in Sri Lanka, High Commissioners and Consulars General. In addition, representatives from several international organizations, including the United Nations, also participated. Dissanayake noted that the group was extensively educated about the report. The government anticipates that this program will elucidate to other countries the real situation in Sri Lanka in the wake of allegations being levelled against the country.
The second phase of renovating the Colombo-Mathura railway track will commence on the 1st of September. The Director of Railway Planning, Vijay Samar Singh, has said that the Gol-Mathura railway track was renovated to support speeds of 100 kilometers per hour during the first phase. Starting off with some cricket. Yuvraj Singh and Harbhajan Singh have been ruled out of the rest of the England Test series following injuries sustained during the second test at Trent Bridge.
A board statement said they would be out of action for 4 and 3 weeks respectively. The final test starts on the 18th of August. Virat Kohli and Pragyan Oja have been called up as the respective replacements ahead of the third test at Edgbaston. Yuvraj fractured his left index finger on the 4th day at Trent Bridge while facing up to a bouncer from Tim Bresnan, and the injury is expected to take 4 weeks to heal. Bresnan banged in Yuvraj's 11th delivery short of a length and it claimed fast towards the batsman's neck, but the ball hit him on the index finger of the left hand and Yuvraj threw the bat away immediately, wincing in pain. He continued batting until he was dismissed by another bouncer from Preston and later went to a hospital in neighbouring Derby. Based on the scans, decision was taken to consult a specialist in London. Meanwhile, Harbhajan Singh has a grade 1 abdominal muscle strain which limited his role as a bowler in the test match to just 13.4 overs, increasing the workload on India's seam attack. He's also been in poor form, managing only 2 wickets in the first 2 tests. The injury means that Harbhajan Singh will have to wait until later in the year to play his 100th test. He is currently on 98 and would have reached the landmark at the Oval, the venue of the final test of the series.
Number 1 ranking is within reach. They won't get it if they
Football legend Diego Maradona arrived in Dubai late last night to start his new role as coach of a local club.
Argentine football legend Diego Maradona arrived in Dubai late last night to take up his new role as coach of the local Al Wazal club. The 50-year-old Maradona was greeted by the club officials and happily posed for photographs before telling the gathered media he was delighted to be in Dubai. Maradona is expected to take his first training session sometime this week as he looks to lift the team from their current position of 4th in the domestic competition. Maradona captained Argentina to World Cup glory in 1986, while his last coaching role was with his country's national side. His spell as Argentina coach ended last July after the country's football association voted unanimously not to renew his contract following the team's 4-0 thrashing by Germany in the World Cup quarter-final in South Africa.
And up next is your sports roundup.
AC Milan held an opening training session in Beijing yesterday, days before this weekend's Italian Super Cup clash against city rival Inter Milan at the capital's landmark Bird's Nest Stadium on Saturday. Ignoring the sweltering weather, over 1,000 fans flocked into the National Olympic Stadium for a glimpse of the AC Milan players who face Italian Cup winners Inter Milan in the traditional pre-season Super Cup for the first time in the contest's history. The team was divided into 2 groups to play with special focus on tackling and shooting during the 1-hour practice. Michael Hussey, the Australia batsman, has counselled his team to be prepared for a succession of slow pitches and a spin-laden Sri Lankan bowling attack in the limited overs matches that start with a 2020 fixture in Kandy this Saturday. Australia's cricketers have played plenty of cricket on the subcontinent lately, but their skills will again be tested by the variety of slow bowling offered up by the home side. Michael Hussey said that he expects to work 1s and 2s against the spinners and run hard, which is the key in limited overs cricket. Brazilian football legend Pelé visited number 10 Downing Street in London yesterday, where he met young people involved in the Street League football charity. Pelé signed autographs and even had time for a brief kick around. His rock star status ensured plenty of photo opportunities. The 70-year-old is in the United Kingdom ahead of Paul Scholes' testimonial match at Old Trafford this Friday, where Pelé will be on hand to support the New York Cosmos, who are taking to the pitch for the first time in some 25 years. Pelé is the honorary president of the Cosmos, having played for the club at the end of his career.
Up next, we take a look at the day's exchange rates. With that, we wrap up this edition of Primetime Breakfast News. Stay connected and stay with News First throughout the day. We will be back with you at 8:55 with more of the very latest. Have a great day ahead.